What up, though? Welcome back, my Spady Spades. Hoping all is well. Hoping y'all good in y'all spirit. And I'm hoping y'all blessed. First, if this your first time checking out the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the notification bell. And hit that little thumbs like button for me. You know, in life, my Spady Spades, we start everybody journey. They starting point is different. Understand, my Spady Spades, we have a starting point and we have an ending point. And a lot of times it's about what we do in between the starting point and the end point. And a lot of us come from very humble beginnings. And in the beginning, all you can do is rely on those that's with you in the beginning. However, sometimes the struggle could be so intense where those that's with you in the beginning can't offer you things that will help you prosper and grow because they might not know. Therefore, we have to pray and ask God to lead us, protect us, because understand, my Spady Spades, there's always someone out trying to scam you, trying to use you. Utilizing fraud to manipulate you. So those of us that come from very humble beginnings, we're equipped, we're very guarded due to these devices that want to steal from us, that want to take from us. So a lot of times, the people that's there with us in the beginning, it's all about survival. It's all about survival. How can you have a savings when you're living from check to almost check? Your check is not even making it to your next check. So how we talking about the stock market? And some of us come from those type of beginnings. But today's topic is, it's about the Get Money Challenge. And a lot of y'all might be familiar with what I'm gonna discuss tonight. And some may not. However, I want to challenge you. And if you are familiar, you might have more knowledge than me, because I'm learning as I journey through this life. I'm learning. A lot of stuff I've acquired over the years has been by trial and error. And I thank God, He's brought me thus far. So, and I thank God for being my teacher. But we go get on to the topic of the day. Get Money Challenge. Understand this, my Spady Spades. I've been dealing with banks a long time. However, it took me a long time to get where I'm at with the little knowledge that I have with the banking institutions. These banking institutions make a lot of money. excuse me, my spade. They make a lot of money. And a lot of times we don't keep our money at home. See, back in the days, granddad, probably great granddad, hey, they kept their money at home in the mattress or in the closet, you in the basement, in the attic. Most of us have a checking account. Most of us have money going to these institutions. And a lot of these banks or, these bank institutions, credit unions, they benefit from our money being in their institutions. They benefit. So today we're going to talk about if we have our money in these institutions, we should be getting something, should be making something. A lot of us have savings account and you're not making nothing with your money sitting in that savings account. But if it's in that savings account, my spades, you should be getting a little something just for your money sitting there. We do not want to have our money in a savings account and we're not making anything. So the challenge is for you to get a savings account that's a high yield savings account, my spades. And I need you to do this almost ASAP. I need you to do it almost ASAP, my spades. You want a savings account that's a high interest savings account. You don't want just no regular savings account where your money been sitting there all year in this savings and you ain't so much as benefit by getting a quarter. You ain't get a quarter on your money. You ain't get 50 cents on your money. You ain't get $1 for your money sitting there all year in this savings. And I'm trying to tell you, they benefit, that institution benefit because your money is sitting there. So I challenge you, if you have a checking account, if you have a checking, you definitely should have a savings account, but not a regular savings account, my spades. Do not get a regular savings account. You want to get a high interest savings account. You want to get a high yield savings account. And a lot of these credit unions, they have different, excuse me, spade. They have different high interest savings account, for almost every level. Just say if you 18, you don't have a lot of money. Just say all you got is $50 to start. They have a high interest savings account that's pretty much set up for you, where if you leave that $50 in there for a year, you're going to make a few dollars. Far as you ain't getting nothing if you had just a regular checking account or a regular savings. I came across this week, might have been Monday. They had a pretty good interest rate. Say for it was like for $2,500. If you started off with $2,500, I think the interest rate on it was close to 4.5 or 3.8. I can't remember. However, that 2,500, if you was to leave that 2,500 in that high, and notice I keep saying high interest rate savings account, high yielding savings account. If you leave that money in there, you pretty much, I don't have my phone in here because I don't want it to ring. But say for instance, you're almost making the deal they had. I want to say you're almost making like $10 a month on it. $10 a month. Or it could even be more than that. I can't remember at this point, but it was very beneficial. It was very beneficial. My spades. But these are opportunities. So if your money's sitting there after a year, you don't made $100, or depending on how much you got in there, because the more you have in there, the more it calculates with your interest rate. So you could be making close to $100, a month by your money being in there, or you could be making annually, maybe 500, 700, 800, whatever. Again, it depends on what you're starting with and the different savings account that you're gonna invest in. Like I say, they have, they have different accounts for everybody. So there's no reason, if you can go out, buy a ball cap, the baseball caps I wear, they almost $50. They 30, 35, 40. Some of them might be 50. You can start off there. A lot of this information, again, we didn't get, we didn't receive it. So, the information is out here, and you could be making money. You could be making money by your money sitting in there. And then as you're making money, because of your money sitting in the institution and it's gaining interest, then you can branch off into the stock markets. So my spades, I want you to reach out to your bank institutions, your credit unions. I would encourage y'all, a lot of the times the credit unions, maybe the largest one in your city, a lot of times they had the best rates as far as even housing and doing business, or even when it comes to the money market saving account. A lot of times the larger, well-known credit unions in your city, they give the best rate. Again, this is a challenge. This is a challenge. I don't care if you're 18 to 80. If you don't have a high, spades, if you don't have a high yield, high interest savings account, I need for you to ASAP look off into which savings is best for you. You could start off at $50. They got some $50, $500, $2,500. Of course, like I said earlier, the more you have in there, the more you will make. On up to $250,000. $250,000. Like a lot of these rich folks that's rich, their money is in these types of account, and that's how they stay rich, because they making very good money just by They money just sitting there. So I want you to get on this ASAP, my Spady Spades. If you with an institution and they have 24-hour customer service phone line that you can call, you need to tap in. You need to tap in ASAP and start getting your money. Start getting your money and let it compound. And in 5 to 10 years, you can maneuver from that money market to the stock markets. All right, my Spady Spades. Hey, I love y'all. And I wish y'all love and happiness, my Spady Spades. And keep loving.